Fox favorite Rob Lowe hosts a brand new trivia game show in long form where after many weeks, somebody will win $250,000. Let's talk about The Floor. Hey guys, Dan here. This is Dan Reviews It. Welcome to my TV review for The Floor. This is a new game show on Fox. It airs Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. and Rob Lowe is the host. He has been part of many Fox shows over the last few years. He was on a short-lived series called The Grinder, which I loved, and then he did another game show called Mental Samurai, which was this sort of high-paced trivia game show where it's almost like a roller coaster ride, like the person sort of jutting around the stage and stuff, having to answer trivia questions. And then currently he is on 911 Lone Star, which is entering, I don't know, its fourth season maybe, and now he is hosting this game show as well, The Floor. So obviously a Fox favorite, always reliable for them. But before we launch into the specifics of this show and my thoughts on it, let me welcome you into Dan Reviews It. Thank you for finding this video. We do movie and TV reviews here on the channel. Always a lot going on because I try to post something new just about every day. So check out the subscribe button, hit that like button, would love that, and comment below. What did you think of The Floor, if you have had the chance to see it? All right, so let's talk about this show. I'm a huge game show fan, if you don't know, so this definitely piqued my interest. Now, I didn't know going into it was going to be this long-form show. Now, once they sort of broke down how it worked, I thought, okay, yeah, there's no way to do this, sort of episode by episode. But I thought it was going to sort of be every episode was going to be a bunch of different people. But no, we start with 81 people, and they go head-to-head. There's, I think maybe 7 or 8 head-to-heads per episode. And the randomizer picks one person to sort of showcase, and then that person has to decide to go against somebody that is their neighbor. And each person has a specific area of expertise. And, well, I'll get into that in a second. But, yeah, the areas of expertise, some of them are very, very weird. But anyway, so the person challenging has to go against the other person's area of expertise. So they're at a little bit of a disadvantage. And, in the first episode, we saw a lot of people fall that way. But then the winner, if they challenge somebody, has to take over that other person's expertise. So now they have a new area of expertise that maybe they are not an expert in. Maybe they don't know a lot about. However, in subsequent episodes, people have said things like, oh, well, I studied this ever since getting it. So there must, they probably shoot a few episodes a day, but I'm sure there's like a break, for lunch or whatever between the episodes. So they probably have an hour where they can, go through their phone and study everything, which I don't know. Is that a little bit of a cheat? Maybe. But anyway, then they will take over that person's portion of the floor. And there is a $20,000 prize at the end of every episode for whoever has the most area of floor. But at the end of these many weeks, we will have one person winning $250,000. So that's the basic, plot of the game. In typical Fox game show style, there is a little bit of sort of time killing and stretching for time, but not much, not nearly as much as The Masked Singer or, a lot of their other shows where, there's like a reveal. There's no really reveal here because, there's, I guess, a little bit of a reveal with who's going to be picked on the floor by the randomizer. But once they get into it, it's pretty fast-paced in terms of, I can't say they're really trivia questions, but it's like they'll, put a picture on the board, and the person has to identify it, and then the next person has to identify the next one, and if they pass, they lose time, and if they get it wrong, it keeps going till they get it right or they pass. So that part is very fast-paced. I mean, they can go through maybe, 15, 20, 25, pictures or whatever in that time frame. So that part is really well done. And, Rob is an affable guy. He's been on TV, I think what did I read? He's had a TV show on every single season since 1999, which is when The West Wing premiered. And I looked it up, and it was true. I mean, they weren't all hits. Like The Grinder was only one season, but it was a show that was on. And then of course he was on Parks and Rec many years, and whatever, Brothers and Sisters. So anyway, Rob's always a lovable guy. I don't know that he's like the sharpest wit on a game show, though. He's not like as funny as Joel McHale or something like that. But he's certainly a likable dude, and it's fun to watch him interact. And he sort of gets into it too. He's like, oh, I thought you might lose that one or whatever. But the categories are so bizarre. Like some of them are completely like broad, but some are very specific. Like there's a few song categories that they've brought up. I don't think we've even seen everybody's category yet. I'm 3 episodes in, and because we haven't either been to that specific square or seen the neighbor squares, there's probably a few that I still don't know what they are. But there's like music ones. You could say, okay, my expertise is in music. No, this is one person was songs about places. One person is one hit wonders. One person was rock bands, and it's like rock bands is pretty broad, right? Because you can go from the '60s up to today, really. But songs about places. Would you ever, in 100 years, somebody would say to you, "Oh, what's your area of expertise? What are you the most knowledgeable about?" Oh, songs about places. No, that it doesn't really make sense. So I don't know if they had like a big master list of 1,000 categories, and people were like, oh, I pick this or that. Like for me, I don't know. I mean, game shows could be one. I'm big on game shows. Somebody had TV hosts as their category. I could definitely rock that. Some of the music ones. But what would frighten me is then what category do I get? Because some of these are there's some sports ones. What was one of them? College teams. They said the name of the college, and you had to say the team. Other than Crimson Tide, I don't think I knew any of them. So it's like that's something that would knock me out immediately. It's very interesting. It's a fun show to watch for sure. I don't know. I guess I like that it's long form now because you could just watch it on Hulu, how I've been doing it. Like, you don't have to watch shows live anymore, so I guess it doesn't matter. Like, if this were back in the day, I would think Fox probably would have stripped it into 2 weeks. They would have, an episode every night, Monday through Friday for 2 weeks. Then it would be over. It would be like a, special event programming or whatever. But in any event, you can catch them all on Hulu. So, if you are interested and haven't seen any of them yet, they're all there for you. I like this show. I'm going to give The Floor a B+. I like the pacing of it, and for a Fox show, for a game show, that's actually saying something. So, all right, thank you so much for watching Dan Reviews. This was my first 2024 TV review. So check out the 2024 TV playlist on the homepage there. And I'll be adding to those as I do more 2024 TV shows. I'm still wrapping up my 2023 shows as well. So, I'll have my best and worst of that fairly soon. But I wanted to start on the 2024 shows. All right. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.